All right, we're on. I'll start the timer. Can I do the intro?
Please do.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Radio, Fit Talk Radio 105. Theoretically twice weekly, but currently more like once every 10 days. Isn't it? We're back, boy.
That's hilarious.
Lovely to see you again.
Yeah, we're back for our 10-day podcast.
Yeah, once every 10 days roughly on the upload. But we are recording twice a week.
We've got loads in the bank.
That's what I was just going to say. It's nice to see you and sit down with you again, but the audience will know nothing's happened.
No.
They'll be uploaded at hopefully a more frequent schedule rather than less going forward.
Hopefully I'll do some Instagram things some point soon.
That would also be nice because you were doing really good and then it's fallen by the wayside slightly.
Completely.
But it's okay.
Somewhere between the two. Yeah,
it's okay. You just need to pick it back up like we do with all things.
I know.
This happens to people with all different types of habit building. And you're actually eating an orange live when we're on the show. Like you haven't had enough time to prepare. You just have no respect for the audience at all, do you? Don't even start this. Today we're also sponsored by Huel on your t-shirt, aren't we? Let's go now.
Huel and paint.
Do you actually you actually drink Huel?
I used to.
Yeah, I thought you did.
I'm starting to think this orange was a bad idea. Apologies.
No, it's alright.
I used to. Huel's alright, you know.
I think it's alright too.
It gets some good stuff in.
Yeah,
they send you a nice little t-shirt, a nice little bottle. I've since broken the
fits
bottle.
Quite nicely that
stopped
t-shirt
drinking.
as well. You can't say nothing about it.
Yeah, thank you. Trade arms yesterday because
I was thinking your arms look bigger.
small-year-old girl arm behaviour. Yeah.
I also trained arms 2 days ago, and I'm actually quite sore on the arms.
You're lean, so lean.
I know, but
vascular and gainly.
No, not gainly.
No,
the other adjectives are going well, thank you. I will accept those compliments.
Maybe not gainly. Not the arms.
Not gainly.
Everywhere else.
I always weigh the same. I actually saw a picture of me stood on a scale at Ripley's Believe It or Not in London. Do you know that?
That's where it was. I was trying to tell Roxy where it was you went. Yeah.
And they've got what used to be in the past, like a circus, the world's heaviest guy, or the world's fattest man. I can't exactly remember what they term it. And it's like I wouldn't say it's a statue, but it's, what would you call it? If it's
a
model. Yeah, a model probably.
Go.
Life-size model of this giant guy stood on the scale. He weighs like, I can't remember how many kg, loads.
Big guy.
And I'm on the scale doing this next to him.
Oh, of course you are.
And it says I'm 78 kg.
Oh.
Now I'm 73. I'm like, have I lost gains?
Nah, this scale's lying, I reckon.
I don't know.
78 is a heavy you. That ain't like your usual foot.
No, it was when I was working at the gym group though and trying to be bigger.
Oh,
like,
I thought this was recent.
No, ages ago, bro.
I see.
Years and years ago.
Yeah, that's possible then.
Years and years ago. Way more than 5 years ago.
You've fluctuated in size though, up and down, haven't you?
I used to be bigger, yeah, but I also used to have more injuries and feel worse and perform worse. But I used to be a bit stronger. Like the most I ever bench pressed was 100 for 9.
That's legit. That's very
When I
nice.
weighed like 78, that's all right, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But now I definitely can't do that. I can
that.
do more like 80 for 12 is the most I've ever done recently.
Also legit.
Mediocre.
Probably got 90 out for at least 6.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I haven't done 90 for a long time.
That's good gym maths.
Yeah, yeah, complete estimations. Yeah.
I'm good at these things though. We know this.
Yeah, I'm also quite good at that, and there's also interpersonal like variability with it as well, isn't there? Like some people are more grindy than others, I find.
Yeah.
You know Dan Kavanagh, who I train with.
Can you just grind and
Yeah, like he'll just like a 1 rep max, and then he'll do like 5 more. 1 rep maxes in a row. You've never seen anything like it.
No, funny.
Whereas for me, I kind of go on any exercise, and then suddenly it gets to the point where I can't do another.
I'm much more like that. It means you're more powerful than you are good at endurance type, getting through a set.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm also not sure if I'm just poker facing myself because I'm that used to training where everybody else will be look like if they're getting progressively harder through the set. I'm just poker facing through the entire thing to failure.
That's an
I can get real close to failure without it looking like anything's changed.
But still, the speed stays up, doesn't it? Because I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'll bench. I'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I'm only getting 5, it'll be like boof, and I'll just hit a wall. That's done.
Yeah.
End of. But I benched when I came back off holiday and got 90 for sets of 3, which before I was doing it for 9, and it's nothing to read into. I went away and I didn't train, and then I came back and things were feeling heavy and unstable. But it's a bit of a kick to feel this.
Yeah, so you went to Italy.
I went to Italy, everyone!
Yeah,
Yay!
welcome back.
Ciao, Bella. Arrivederci.
How was it? Did you have Italian pizza?
Awesome, bro. Yes, many Italian pizzas.
Did you?
Yeah.
I literally, listen, I've never been to Italy. I've been to countries, but never that one.
You've been to countries?
Yeah, and I love pizza. Pizza's probably my favourite food. Was the pizza better?
Yeah, than most of the stuff you're going to get in England. There's definitely the same quality in England in some places.
Could you name me a place where I could go to get a pizza that you thought was similar?
That's a good point. No.
Okay, I just wondering.
The coffee is infinitely better.
Is it?
To the point that I got home and nearly spat it out when I drank my own. And I have like a mocha pot and ground coffee.
What ground coffee do you choose?
I was on Taylor's Lazy Sunday Roast.
Okay, I understand Taylor's.
Cheap boy from... Cheap boy
I've seen
from
this
Tesco.
one before.
Yeah, but it works nicely.
Clearly
I've since sacked it off for something that's like £7, a little bit more expensive, and I've gone for a French press, the cafetiere bollocks.
Right, yes.
And it's better.
The cafetiere.
It is better.
The testicular cafetiere.
I think I might have been burning my coffee. Testicular.
What? Yeah. What? How? Making it too hot? Well, you said the cafetiere.
That's funny. Kidding. Yeah. In fact, my client John, who we're having on as the guest of the next episode.
Yes,
please, Mr.
exciting.
John, a very smart man, and he's well versed in the coffee talk. And he was telling me.
Is he really?
Yeah. This is his
he knows
one
a
treat.
coffee or two, does he?
Yeah, he likes coffee. And he was telling me that I was probably burning it by putting the heat on too high. Apparently, with a mocha pot, you're meant to put it on one of the lower settings heat-wise, and just as long as it takes.
I knew this, and I don't have one.
And you don't have one?
No.
I didn't know this, and I did have one.
I'm just basic instant coffee.
I know you are. Yeah, I've had an instant coffee today, but today I've messed everything up.
Why?
I was fuming. I got up. I was here for like 6:30, so I was getting up. And
You've been here all day?
So far, I was getting up and just getting my coffee and going. So I made my coffee, French pressed it, very nice, very elegant. Looking forward to it. Couldn't find my flask to save my life. I don't know what I've done with it. So no coffee, and then I got halfway here and realised I'd forgotten all my food as well. So that's why I've just toddled up to Jack's little sandwich shop and gotten myself a fat
Let's shout out
sandwich.
Jack's, the sandwich shop.
That's a fair point. Jack's is worth
What area?
a shout out.
It counts as Manor Top, does it?
That's technically Manor, I think, maybe in
Yeah,
Tate.
it's across from the Manor Top tram stop, isn't it? It's directly across. It's a small green shop. I rated them 5 stars on Google.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Aren't you good?
They know exactly what they're doing. I've never bought anything from there, and it's not been great. And I've bought other people things from there that I haven't tried, and they've also commented that was great. Yeah.
Well, I got a large best today, and it got set back. No dangers.
What do you mean it got set back?
Just consumed.
Oh, is this cool kid slang?
I don't know.
It was set back. That sounded like a negative to me, like it didn't occur or something. The sandwich was a non-occurrence.
The sandwich should not occur. No, Connor, incorrect.
But a setback's now a good thing, is it?
I just set it back.
You set it back personally.
I set it back.
Yeah.
So
it was set back by you.
It was inhaled. Yeah. And I appreciate it. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, Italy was good. The chocolate, the coffee was excellent. The wine was nice, and I'm not a wine guy.
I'm not really a wine guy.
No. And we did lots of fun activities. We went kayaking. We climbed a Via Ferrata, which
is...
It's like a climb up there's different gradients to it.
So it's a rock climb.
We thought so, and this is where we made a mistake, but no. It's a steel cable that runs up the side of a climb, and you clip into it, and then go up the cable, and you're meant to use gloves and use the cable and kind of climb that.
Oh.
And it's just about the exposure and being on the rock face and whatnot. We didn't know that going in, so we just climbed it.
Okay. Is it easier to climb the cable or to climb the thing?
Yeah, to climb the cable.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. But Roxy didn't touch the cable once. She firmed it. She just stuck it out. I touched it maybe like 3 or 4 times when I felt a little bit scurried. But it got cool. There were bits where we had nothing but a vertical wall. We were just... And there was like a 400-metre elevation, just exposure below us.
Is exposure like a nice climbing way of saying a drop?
Yes.
Yeah,
basically.
It just makes it sound nicer.
I try and say things to sound like I'm talking. I know what I'm talking about.
I just thought you were doing it to make it sound less scary. Because a 400-metre drop sounds worse than a 400-metre exposure.
It would be. So it would be a 400. But this is a very
400
safe way of climbing because you just clipped in for the whole time. You can fall
so you
a metre
in.
maximum. Yeah.
You clipped in.
There were a couple of times when I unclipped myself just to feel
yeah.
Just a bit of that.
I know that feeling, but in a very like basic, more childlike way. Where have you ever been to Go Ape? Have you ever been to where you climb across those things in the outdoors?
It's kind of like that. There are some things like that, but it's just on a rock face and 500 metres up.
This is what I'm saying. I'm playing small boy
things.
Yeah, compared to this. But I was very confident on the Go Ape thing because I know my grip and I know I can do pull-ups and I know I can do monkey bars. I'm very confident in myself. until it gets to the point where you're at one of those, you're at a tree, and it like, because obviously the track goes this way and you're doing obstacles or whatever in the sky. Then it gets to large trees where they've put like wooden platforms around the tree that you can walk around, and then usually it goes off in another direction kind of thing, and that's how it links
Yeah, I understand.
in the sky. So I get there and I'm super confident on the obstacles until it gets to the point where I'm actually on a tree on a platform that's decent width, and as soon as I unclip the carabiner, and then clip it back on, I'm like, we're good.
You're funny.
We're good.
Yeah.
And then on the next obstacle, I'm like, let's go, because I'm clipped in.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
let's go now.
Yeah, yeah.
As soon as I...
That's
and my life's flashing before my eyes.
at least that's smart, you know, because like that's a good way of being. Some people are just afraid of heights when they're clipped in, which is a bit weird.
I still get it.
I get it, but it's not
wouldn't say
logical. Being afraid of falling when you could fall, i.e. having one clipped yourself, that's good, I think. That's probably going to stop you from falling.
Yeah. Oh, unless I shake myself free.
And it does mean you share something with me, which is that a lot of people don't do this stuff because they don't trust the gear. And this is a bit dumb, but it's also smart and said another way. If someone tells me that the gear's fine, and that's just what you do, the harness is fine, the clip's fine, what it's attached to is fine, I'll try and break it.
You'll trust it.
Yeah. And I was saying that before we went on, like, if there's anyone else on this, I'm going to rag the shit out of it and see if I can shake it and make them
Well,
feel.
aren't you polite?
I try to be. Yeah. So that was great fun. We did kayaking. We hired e-bikes. My fat ass meant that on the e-bike it died halfway through the ride. We did a 69-mile ride on these e-bikes.
And it died when?
It died, fortunately, exactly as we reached the summit of the elevation we were doing.
Okay.
Which was 1,600 meters.
Okay.
So pretty intense.
I don't know enough about things to know what that means.
I agree, you don't know many things.
1,600. Something that's not calories is in the conversation. I have no idea. I don't know what 1,600 meters of elevation really would be like, to be honest.
I don't really know of another way to...
I'm not a mountaineer to know what that would be like.
No, but what would that be in... It's a kilometer.
A kilometer.
And a half.
Straight up in the sky?
Yeah.
So it's at least a mile up?
Well, and a half.
No, because 1.5 kilometres would be close to a mile or something, wouldn't it?
I was saying kilometres.
Yes, I'm saying that'd be roughly.
Oh, miles, sorry.
Yeah, it'd be
sorry,
roughly a mile up, wouldn't it? Maybe not exactly, but.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay. That's quite high then, because aren't aeroplanes like 2 miles high?
Maybe.
Or something like this.
See, I don't know enough about things.
No.
Oh dear.
So yeah, okay, so I'm understanding. This is pretty high up.
And we got up there.
This is a legitimate mountain.
Mountain bikes, or e-bikes I should say, turn into slugs or tanks when they die and don't have
It's a heavy lump.
It becomes like just 14, 15 kilos worth of just like trying to slug it around. It was pretty miserable after that.
Was it alright on the way downhill though?
Yeah, it was. It was
that
fine on the way
like
downhill. I maybe
some-
had, like another like 200 metres to get up. We did the last 15 miles.
Your glutes are like a flipping, well, there's a spoiler on a car.
Didn't keep me down.
Yeah.
Keep me grounded.
Yeah. Lowering your centre of gravity, keeping you down, boy.
I got the most hardcore quad cramp halfway down. Everything. Usually my VMO.
On the way down?
Yeah. With that like deceleration stuff. That's the stuff that would get you. That VMO just starts twitching. And then I went to stand up on my bike as we were approaching this cafe, luckily. And my entire quad just seized and wouldn't unseize. And I necked a beer and had some salt and it was fine.
You literally, how did you consume the salt?
From this cafe, I just...
You did the action of something that looks like moving a salt shaker to the mouth.
Or sucking dick, yeah. Go on.
No, stop it. Would be salty.
Get in.
Did you literally pour salt into your mouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't the nicest thing I've ever done.
No.
Or the best.
And then smashed a beer. At least you got some water in there. Mm-hmm. Some salt, yeah, okay. And did it work?
It worked.
You were free to go?
I was free to go. And we fannied around following the map upside down for a bit. Cheers, Roxanne. Before we found the right path. But then we did the last 15 miles in 30 minutes. Think about that.
So
it was just
so is that 30 miles an hour?
Yeah, just only downhill. All it was, you know those snaky roads that just go down like an intense mountain?
Was that fun?
Yeah, we just hairpin turns every 200 metres or something. So fun. We just bombed it down. 30 miles an hour average. 15 miles in the last 30 minutes. That's pretty intense on a pedal bike.
That's intense, yeah.
A pedal bike?
Yeah, I used to cycle a lot and I know I was always maxing out at around 30 mile an hour, even down a hill, like trying and being small. It's hard to get much past 30 for me.
I'm not a speed guy either. I don't need the speeds. I'm a slow, steady little potterer. But, it was good fun.
30 on a bike feels fast as well because you're exposed, to use the same word again.
We overtook a motorbike. I know.
Okay.
A bit ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're feeling pretty good about this.
Well, what I'd like from you is if you're ever eating pizza in the UK then and you're thinking this is like the Italian ones, let me know.
Okay.
I would like to see what it's like. Dan Kavanagh also just got back from Italy and told me the pizza was better.
I think it's called Nether Edge Pizza Place or something like that. It's on.
I feel like I've been there
Road.
once before, a while ago.
It's got an actual little pizza oven. Yeah, go there. That's a legit.
It's on a corner.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
That's a very legit little pizza place, and they do things a bit tailored to your order as well, which is nice.
Well, what do you want on your order? Because I want all the pepperoni.
Really?
However much pepperoni you're thinking about putting on, double it. That's what we're going for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
I too err on the side of protein, but mine takes the form of chicken.
Pepperoni is not protein, it's magic. It's got no grams of protein and all the grams of magic.
It has some grams of protein.
Yes, it's some bullshit.
Maybe some measurable amount of magic.
It's more fats than it is protein.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why the juices.
Yeah, I can't handle the grease all too much. I'm not a very greasy person for things like that. I like me some chicken, perhaps some sweet corn, some vegetables. I like a lot of garlic on my pizzas.
I like a lot of garlic. I like garlic on the crust. When I make homemade pizzas,
That's a nice idea.
I make garlic oil and then brush that, and it's quite garlicky.
Yeah,
as well.
that is all right.
Sometimes I've even made garlic oil and brushed that, and then got large garlic granules and then sprinkled them over, and it gives like an extra little texture on the edge, which is nice as well. Let's go.
That is a nice way to get you to eat your crusts as well.
I like the crusts.
Like a good boy.
I like the crusts.
Do you know what's
I would
weird
also fold tomato sauce into the crusts.
Oh, you're doing the stuffed crust?
Stuffed crust, but with sauce. Not cheese.
I couldn't do it with cheese. I'm not a very cheesy person.
I don't like cheese in the crust. I do like lots of cheese on the pizza, but not in the crust.
Okay. Yeah.
I made too many pizzas during lockdown. I was making them a couple of times a week from scratch.
That's fine.
It was fine, but I started to put on weight, so I had to stop. I had like pizza stones and everything.
Oh, I want a pizza stone.
Yeah.
Do you know where you got yours? I could get it from anywhere.
Yeah, I got it from in the centre of Chef.
TK?
No, is it called Atkinson's?
Yeah.
Across from the other gym group, across from the gym group at the mall, that big indoor place.
I get all my knitting supplies from Atkinson's.
Do you?
Yeah.
It was there. They were about 18 quid each or something, so not that much. I got two. It was all right.
Have you perfected how to? Because you need to put the pizza stone in the oven first.
First, you had to warm it. Yeah, you do.
How to? Because I just make my pizza on the tray that I'm cooking it in.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna fuck it up if I need to try and get the dough on the tray afterwards. So what do you do?
There's different ways of doing it, isn't there? Like, I never had one of those big wooden paddles where you go kind of thing and it kind of like slides off. I never had that. I just had either flour or what's the other thing you put down?
Corn flour.
Yeah, corn flour, or sometimes it's semolina. Or
Yeah.
Put that down. It was on the side, and then just transferred it, and it was just fine.
Kind of just transferred it.
Yeah, I can't exactly
This is
remember.
magic. You can't do that.
Transferred it somehow. But I found the pizza stones for me didn't necessarily make the pizza better. I know that's the standard way of doing it, especially if you're in a normal oven, and it made the bottom a lot crispier.
That's what I need.
But I didn't know if it was an advantage for the type of pizza I was making. I didn't know.
Are you a thick boy pizza?
No, medium. Not the thinnest, but also not deep pan. I didn't know if it was advantageous. So I don't know. Anyway, welcome back from Italy, bro.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back. You've had a nice time without me, I think. Just knocking about, enjoying life.
Yeah, not much has changed. Not much is going on. I'm currently taking on some more clients at Macros Inc.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, just steadily taking on a few more. Just because people have finished their goals and other people have come to the end of their... some people do contracts. They do like 3 months or 6 months or 12 months or something like that. So some people achieve their goals. Some people came to the end of their contract with me and with Macros Inc. So that ended. So I've got a few more of those coming in. I've been doing some training, some exercise myself. I'm currently sore on the arms and the upper body because I absolutely hammered arms and I never really do. I need to do it more often.
You and me both, brother.
I know. What else? Oh, I did a presentation for Macros Inc., which was good to the entire company.
That is nice.
Yeah, it was nice. I presented on with my friend Steve on how to do consultations. I was going to say better, but better is probably not the correct word. As good as possible. You know?
Yeah.
How to get somebody in who comes to a consultation, just in general, but also with us at Macros Inc., who's maybe people feel all kinds of different things, but maybe they're not confident, maybe they're a little bit unsure, maybe they're usually unhappy with the situation they're in. That's why they're coming for help in the first place, isn't it?
Makes sense.
Maybe they're a little bit nervous sometimes. Not everyone. Some people are excited and ready to go, but if somebody's not feeling the best at the start, how can you take them in 1 hour from not feeling great, from feeling unhappy and unprepared, let's say, to feeling powerful and prepared across an hour?
That's a nice little meeting, yeah.
It's what needs to be done, isn't it? And in the consultation, if you can really build rapport with the client so they know you're a real person and you're actually there to help them and you care about them and their goals and you're paying attention to them individually. And then you can help them feel confident about the process, help them understand the process, and then be prepared for the process across this hour. This just sets the whole working relationship up for success.
So like human relations, a bit of psychology type stuff.
Lots goes into it. And it's very variable as well because every single person's different. You know, and people join the consultation with different goals in different positions. So it's hard to give specific advice. We were talking more generals about principles and
especially
practices.
to a group of people that you're trying to...
Yeah, to 150 coaches.
Like, teach them how to be specific with clients when you can't... You can use examples, can't you? But you can't really be that
You can't predict who's
specific.
turning up.
No.
Or how they're going to feel on that day.
It's getting really bright, I apologise.
That's all right.
I'm going to be inside sunglasses, man.
We're just going to style it up, aren't we?
Yeah.
It's fine.
My eyes hurt. I
feel like I'm in an interrogation.
You might be. So you best watch.
So yeah, me and my friend Steve, who I'm quite disappointed actually. I'm supposed to be meeting with Steve because he lives near Wales, but I'm supposed to be
I know this guy.
meeting with him tomorrow in Manchester, but now all the trains are cancelled because of the train strikes.
That's not cool.
Every single train, there's not a single train tomorrow from Sheffield to Manchester.
Not really.
I was supposed to be meeting him, going for a meal, then recording a podcast at the hotel.
Oh, really?
About
That's
Macros
sad.
Inc. Me and him just chatting about
He works for Macros Inc. as
Yeah,
well?
yeah,
Yeah,
this is
I
how I
thought
know
so.
him. Yeah, he works for Macros Inc. Yeah.
Do you want to...
He's an excellent coach. He's actually hosting a fitness conference in Manchester.
Oh, shit.
Can't remember what it's called, but he's the host of the conference.
Fitness talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind
He's a
of
great guy. Very intelligent. Good accent as well. He's got. Oh yes, he's got that received pronunciation like.
Received pronunciation.
Yeah, he's got
little posh boy.
He's got the posh accent.
Good lad.
He's got that posh
I
boy.
like this guy.
Um,
On trains, I decided after my successful trip to Italy to leave my suitcase on the train.
yeah, I remember you told me. Oh my gosh.
So
Have you got it back?
No.
No.
I've been to the train station to try and track it down as well.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do again. I have one other avenue that I can explore to see if it went off to freaking Nottingham. I don't know. But yeah, so far, it doesn't exist. Which is very annoying.
So how did you do this? You came all the way back from Italy, you got off the plane, you got it from the airport,
Yep.
you got back on the train to
Yep.
come back to Sheffield and
Yep.
then left it on the train at the end.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So dumb. Bit of a kick, but what are you going to do?
Were you tired or drinking?
No, I was tired.
Yeah.
I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to just brain fart. I didn't even realise it until I got back to mine. I walked through the door. I was like, good. Home. Nice holiday away. Tired now. I'll unpack and then I'll go to bed. What am I unpacking? And there was no
nothing
suitcase
there.
behind me
There's
to
nothing
unpack. So, yeah. That'll be a bit of a kick.
It does
if I don't
happen
get back.
sometimes. I know this is not the exact same, but I went to visit my mother recently and left my phone there. I was like, who does that?
Oh, God.
Started driving back and then thought, why?
That's the thought,
to go
isn't it?
back.
It's just long.
Obviously, it's not as bad as your situation, but it just happens that you just forget important things sometimes, I guess. Who looked after your rat while you were in Italy?
My brother and my mum, bless him.
Did he?
Yeah, a little nitwit got sent away for a summer camp holiday.
Oh my God. I went to meet, not for the first time again, some people from Rebecca's family.
Oh yeah,
We
good.
went to see Uncle Jim.
Uncle Jim?
Uncle Jim, literally.
Get in.
Don't know how old he is, 80s I think. He's not her Uncle Jim, he's...
Great uncle.
Yeah. One of those guys. He was telling stories like gentlemen of an age do. Good stories as well, though, you can't say nothing. Good stories. And he said that one time, we were sat in the garden, there was a tortoise statue, and Oliver said something about the tortoise statue, and he said, I've got that too, because I used to have tortoises, but they died. And Oliver said, what happened to the tortoise? He said, I've got somebody to look after it when I went on holiday, and they left it outside at night in winter, and it died. And he said, I had another tortoise, and you know what happened to it? They made a bonfire and thought, we'll light that the next day. The tortoise went out, got under the bonfire, and then they set it on fire the next day.
Oh, That's not good.
That's awful.
That's so
I'm
bad.
mortified. I'm sat in the garden. He's telling this story to a 7-year-old. how the tortoise got cremated alive.
Tortoise die?
It got cremated. It got burned alive,
They
boy.
set him on fire.
Burned alive.
Can you imagine? He'll have
boy.
scurried back inside his little shell, which meant prolonged pain. He'll have had a little bit of heat boiling in from the belly, and it'll start licking in through the little holes. And then it'll have been boiled in his
Might have
own
turned to
shell,
soup inside
like a
the
little
shell.
soup. Yeah, turtle soup.
Oh, I was mortified at this story. I
would
couldn't
be.
even believe where it had gone.
Well, as we know, I accidentally killed one of my pet rats. Like half a year ago now, and that was devastating.
Yeah, do you want I'm sorry to laugh. It's, just,
It's
you've gotta-
funny.
sometimes you just got to... It's not funny.
It's funny with hindsight.
You were upset.
I was so upset, bro.
Do you want to say what happened on
Yeah. This fucking little rat. So when I let my rats out, I have to like shut my rat out. No, that I killed one. When I let my rats out before, I've got to shut the bathroom door because they can escape like through the pipeworks and things.
Can it?
Yeah. So I go to use the bathroom. This little rat tries coming in with me, Coconut. So I pick her up and I put her outside the door, and then I'm watching her. I'm like closing the door, making sure she's not in the way. And then just as it gets to the last bit, she sticks her head in the way, and then I shut the door on her head. A moment of silence for Coconut.
Bro.
Bro, that's not cool. Nitwit's alive and well though. I'm pretty sure she's unkillable.
It's not cool.
No, it's definitely not cool.
I think the rat's trying to commit suicide every time I'm at yours because it runs around on the window, on the walls and
You get
windows
shook when she
outside.
does that, that's
And the
funny.
first time I ever saw her do it, one of your windows is open. We're like floors up because you're in an apartment, and the rat just runs out of the window, and I'm like looking at you like, bro,
We're gonna address
You
this.
didn't even glance over. You're like, it's fine. Is it?
I get why, because the
rat
window
just
ledge
jumped
is
out
a
of the
drop
window?
down as well, so
It's
you
an
just saw it
exposure of
disappear.
how many meters below that? At least
A good 10.
more than 10.
It's a good 10 meters, yeah.
Must be more than 10.
So funny.
What floor are you on? The third or
Third.
fourth? Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm used to it now. She just runs around outside on the building.
She's a little nitwit, that's why that's her name. I'm telling you, but fucking hell, that's right.
They're good pets though, aren't they, rats?
They're great pets.
They don't take too much looking after, but also they are quite friendly. They do like to run around. They do like to interact with you.
Yeah.
Can you teach them things or not?
You can. I'm not a very good teacher to rats, at least. I've neglected that a little bit.
Yeah, you're only good at squats with humans.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, speaking of that, I want to talk to you about the staff training that you did as well.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, it was good. I haven't got anything specific to say about it, but I just wanted to mention it just as things that have been going on. You took the staff training here at the station gym last time, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was good, but also not good. And it was only
Correct.
It was not good because you didn't get enough chance to talk about everything you needed to talk about.
Well, it was a fine little trial run, but we had 2 people, one of which had to leave halfway through. In the next maybe month, we might have like 5 or 6 people on the roster.
You need 2 hours though, not 4. You had 45
I
minutes.
need to. Not even.
Maybe not even. And you were rushing through it. And yeah, okay, you did as good as anybody in the world could in 45
Bless
minutes.
you.
I'm not calling you out on your performance was fucking great. You were going through things fast. We were doing demonstrations and stuff and asking questions and stuff like this. And you went through a lot of stuff. But it was just
rushed.
Yeah, it was just, there just wasn't enough time because you've just got so much knowledge. So we did stacked joint theory, didn't we? Which we've talked about on the podcast before. You've given a full speech about this.
I'm a big fan.
I know you are, yeah, and you really related it in a practical way. Like the first time you said you were going to talk to me about stacked joint theory, I thought it wasn't going to take up much time, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought you were
Yeah.
literally going to say, this one's mobile, this one's stable, this one's mobile, this one's stable, this one's mobile, this one's stable.
Connor, you know nothing about me.
Kinda, apparently. So I was like, bro, we need to do some more like practical application in this. We need to relate it to things that are real. And you were like, I know. So then you fleshed it out and showed me what you're actually. And I thought, oh, okay, good. This is exactly what I thought it should be.
Yes.
And then when we did it, we just needed more time on it, didn't we? We needed more people going through more of these tests.
Yeah.
Essentially, you were teaching everybody, including me, how to assess people's movement ability, we could call it maybe.
Yeah, like kind of assessing what each function of each joint should be and how it should, what its relationship to its other surrounding joints should be, to create like a stable system.
Yeah, which in English would be, or in layperson speak, would be when you're watching somebody do a movement, like you were talking quite a lot about squat and overhead press, but really any movement. How do we as personal trainers look at them doing that movement and know whether it's right or wrong? Yeah. And if it's wrong, how do you know which part's going wrong? And then how do you know which part of that to try and help them change? How do you change that? Another part we need to go into as well is what do you say to the client to get them to understand what to change?
That's a good point.
Internal and external cueing.
Yeah.
Not only after you know, okay, it's the knees that are going wrong and this is how we correct the knee thing. What about also form and technique cues? Because half of a technique going wrong might be to do with the structure or the, like we said, the stability or something like this.
Something actually mechanical.
Mechanical is a good way of putting it, yeah. The other half might be in the mind, though, mightn't it? They might just actually need to just like do it differently.
I was saying this in my ladies group last night that...
Another thing we should talk about.
Agreed, actually. It sounds patronising and it's a bit annoying, but the first cue to give everyone is try and do it.
Yeah.
Like just, this is the technique I want you to do, try and do it, basically. If it's like get your knees wider, just try it. If you're trying as hard as you can and you know you are and they're still not doing it, then you've probably got something mechanical to kind of address. So it's another way of screening, isn't it, how to get a good movement out of it.
Yeah, there's a level of practice as well,
yeah.
Isn't there, to things like not all movements are easy, like let's say a walking lunge. Even if you've got good structure and you can squat well and stuff, if you haven't done walking lunges before, you might be a bit wobbly. A split squat, a Bulgarian split squat could be the same thing. People are a bit wobbly sometimes for the first session or two.
Tricky business.
Aren't they? Yeah, just because they're not used to the balance and they're not used to the position, which why would you be really?
No, agreed. Yeah.
You know. Yeah, so you're also running this Barbellers.
The Barbellers lifting club, yeah, it's good fun. Yeah.
Semi-private personal training, basically small group personal training, isn't it? 4 people max.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk to me about this a little bit. What's happening? What's the plan?
It's an 8-week course. It's looking at all of your big barbell stuff. It's squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press. We'll look at some accessory stuff, so split squats, knee health, core activation. We'll discuss programming and how you should do it, and a bit of fat loss. We'll discuss kind of the difference between strength training, hypertrophy training, their relationship to each other, and how you might decide which one you want to do, and basically just practical seminars on how to do all these movements properly.
Interesting.
For 8 weeks, we do them on Wednesdays at the minute, 6:45. It's worked out very well. You know when you try and like coordinate
already,
5,
isn't it?
Yeah. When you try and book 5 people in to do something at one time and it's just impossible to do, it just worked. The first time we offered up as an idea everyone can do, so chilling, sorted. Good,
yeah, good. So you're already fully booked on it, which is really good. It sounds like a really, really good thing. I think the only problem is I'd prefer it if you had 10 people, not 4.
I know.
That's all I'd want.
Agreed.
I'd want you to have more people.
One day maybe I'll have the facilities for this.
But it's a good start for now.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's a good start for now. And what are you going to do? Are you going to keep it at this one that's on a Wednesday evening with 4 people, or are you going to open more?
I quite like the idea of after these ladies have done this 8 weeks, maybe having an advanced course for them to go on to, or be it personal training, maybe they'll just go their own separate way. I haven't thought about that too much, but definitely perhaps having 2 of these going at once or something like that, because there's definitely another 4 ladies here that want that.
Way more than 4.
Way more. Yeah.
Way more than 4.
Yeah, so all I've got to do is find them, basically.
How much is it costing for this 8-week course?
You can pay £80 for upfront.
80 quid?
Yeah.
That's all?
It's nothing.
This is a good deal.
It's cheap. And
£10 per time?
Yeah.
For an hour with you per time?
Sorry.
Yes. You could charge more?
Yes, you're getting slightly Asian.
Oh, no. I wasn't trying to be Asian. No.
I know you weren't.
No, that's my shocked voice.
Or you can pay £12.50 per session without it being quite as much as a subscription. Yeah.
If there's room.
Oh, yeah. So at the minute, full. Like, this is it.
Which there isn't, yeah.
I'm not doing anything else at the moment with it. But if I start getting more interest, then we go again. It'll be good fun. And it's great fun just having it's actually easier work for me as well, training 4 people, because juggling that many people isn't an issue for me. And it means I don't have to do much of the soft skills of personal training, like talking, which I enjoy, but you can run out of things to say sometimes.
Okay.
But
So you're more busy with practical because you've got 4 people.
yeah, because
with
there's 4
things
people.
going
It's just
on.
back to back. I can use each person as an example for the other people. Like, this is what she's struggling with.
That's
and-
nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
you know?
nice. I didn't think of that.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
They end up talking between themselves as well. So
Yeah, you're building a little community. They'll make friends in and around the gym.
I think so. Yeah. So this is good. We're all happy with this. Thank you for asking.
This is really good. What if you wanted to do more people than 4?
I can't here, not without paying extra rent. I would have to do a separate class, another one, but that's definitely possible. So I could have 2 running at once. But
All right, maybe we'll
more.
talk about options for this after the show then, hey.
Yeah, sure, bro, sure.
But really good, man. I'm really proud of you. You're doing well on your personal training sessions. You're basically fully booked, aren't you?
Yeah, I am about fully booked now. I've got more time in the middle of the day if I want.
I know you could always do more, but basically
Don't really want to.
you're kind of maxing it out about where you want to be, aren't you? I know you could always like sleep less and have less life and just fit more in, but
Yeah, of course.
but you're basically maxed out on this now, aren't you?
I started with a guy yesterday who's a strongman. It's the first strongman I've ever trained. And we did log together, which is the first time I've ever coached log. And that was good fun as well. So yeah,
Really
lots of
nice.
little things like this.
How heavy is that log downstairs when it's not got extra weights on it?
Which one? The wooden one?
Is there more than one?
Yeah, like 4.
I didn't know
One of
this.
them's 40. The rest are like 60, 65.
I thought there were 60, yeah.
Yeah, about 60.
That big one that Ash Broughton uses,
Yeah, the wooden one.
is that 60?
Yes, about 60, about
No weights
62.
on it.
Yeah. Yeah, he shifts. I've seen him put 130 up on that.
Yeah, I've watched him on Instagram.
Yeah, pretty legit. Have you ever tried shifting it?
No.
You should try and pick it up.
I don't think I'd be able to even do one.
It's awkward on its own. You would. You're not a big guy in terms of like.
Maybe I would actually, because I could do 60 for how many seated I've forgotten.
you could
Maybe
press
10.
it. I think it'd be the clean that you'd struggle with.
Getting it up, definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Which is where I'm the opposite way around. I can get definitely clean, probably 20, 30 kilos more on that than I could put over my head. Yeah. Which works to us.
Are you sitting it on your belly like people do?
Yeah, so you deadlift it up, you squat down. If you've got a bit of a belly, you can start putting it on that. If you don't,
What about the people that wear the belt and they rest it on the belt? I see
Yeah.
people doing this all the time.
this is allowed.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's so cheating.
So cheated.
That's so cheating if I've ever heard cheating. Is it
Not in comp, broski.
Not even in comp?
No. it's
Then you
allowed.
need to do that because
You know
that's
what the Zerch press, the axle press is?
I believe so.
That, they literally just deadlift up, throw, and land on the belt
With
or
the
the
big
belly.
weights, it's a bar, but
Yeah.
it's got the big circle weights on the ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wagon wheels. They just throw that up and land it on their belt or on their belly and then clean it up to here. So that's ultimate cheating as well.
It's cheating, this.
Strongman's just be a brute, just chuck shit around.
Yeah.
It is good fun. I want to do a bastard phase soon, just lift some heavy things.
This is...
A bastard phase. Just pick up some stones, do
Is
some log.
this a real training modality or is this a name? Are you
Of
just...
course it is, because I'm the #1 trainer in the world, and I say it is.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
If I want to fight.
But I legitimately don't know if that's like a training protocol.
No, I mean, it would just ear towards strongman-y type things. Like, I wouldn't mind going out and doing like natural stone lifting as well. Just finding natural stones and seeing if you can shoulder them, things like that. You don't understand this because you.
I'm just looking at you so blank, aren't I? I'm just like,
You're like,
like what?
does it make your biceps bigger?
Just staring blank.
You're a little bodybuilder, all right? We're different peoples.
I'm always trying to build muscle. I'm not a bodybuilder, but I am always trying to build the body. Yes, I know. Mediocrely successfully as always.
Yeah, and you don't care nearly as much about strength.
I don't care at all, really.
I was going to say at all, but I thought I'd give you the out.
Not at all, because I only care as a metric of whether I'm making muscular progress or not.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, because you need to get stronger to build muscle, basically, don't you, over a period of time?
Yes.
One of the metrics.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I care for that reason, but I don't care how strong I actually am. It never comes up.
So you wouldn't mind it if you looked how you looked, but like your working weights were like 20 kilo bench.
That's extreme.
That's extreme.
But I wouldn't be too upset if I looked the same as I do now, because that's really my goal.
That is so
To
funny.
look like I do. Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
I wish you benched 20.
It would be ridiculous.
20,
I used to
10
bench
rep max
less than 20 when I first started. I
know you
couldn't
did.
bench the bar at all.
when you were a little cutie.
I know. So now I'm more than 4 times stronger, maybe 5 times stronger.
I wonder what you'd look like fat.
Unknown.
Never will be known.
No, I won't allow it. I can't allow that ever. My self-esteem literally will not allow it. If I gain more than like a couple of pounds, I start to feel awful about myself. I'm not even kidding slightly. I start to feel awful about myself straight away.
I'm feeling pretty good.
I'm dieting right now this week.
Are you?
Yeah, because I want to lose 1 or 2 pounds.
Specifically to be at a weight goal or because of shreds?
For shreds.
Standard. Yeah, because you also don't care much about your own weight.
Body weight, no.
No.
I want it
It's
to go
an
up.
interesting metric.
Again, I want it to go up as a means of knowing that I'm building muscle.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no, I don't care.
You do look leaner, actually.
I'm a bit fatter, that's the point. That's why I'm trying to diet.
Okay.
Only by like a pound or 2. I've been eating at too many restaurants. Went to Chow Baby Unlimited Thai restaurant.
Chow Baby's alright. Meadow Hall.
Really good, yeah.
Get in.
Really good. Massive pot of unlimited stewed beef.
Ooh, yes,
Unlimited
please.
Thai green curry, and I'm just picking most of the chicken bits out of it and pouring it over sticky rice. I'm just having the best time.
I can only do it for so long until the spice kicks in.
I don't really get that spicy stuff.
No,
I
I
try and
can't.
go for the mild
can't do it,
stuff.
it's impossible.
And then the pandan desserts, pandan custard on pancakes. I had about 10.
Shit.
Do you know pandan?
No.
It's my favourite thing.
Your favourite thing?
My number one. It's one of my
Right, show
number
me
one
what pandan
favourite
is.
foods. Yeah, it's like a dessert made from like this green leaf.
Oh, what?
Um,
Thailand. What's the
it's Thai.
Thai? That would be the word I'm looking for. Oh shit! What?
See, so it's donuts and pancakes there with pandan custard on it. So it's green leaf custard, basically. It doesn't really have a strong flavour, as you can imagine. This is why I like it. So it's not too exciting.
Because you're a vanilla little man.
It's not really got a specific flavour, and it's not a strong flavour. It's just sweet tasting,
Yeah, you are a sweet boy.
kind of. Yeah, it's just sweet tasting.
I don't know how you do that. You love
The
really
people at home
coffee
can't
with
see,
sweetness.
but I'm googling, and you should also Google pandan dessert. It's hard to type. My phone's broken.
Oh, good.
It's a new iPhone 14. The touch screen's not working properly. I took it to the Apple store. They've changed the screen. It's still not working. If anything, it's worse.
Oh, good.
So I need to ring the contract company and get
I'm
them
happy
to
for you.
give me a new one. Look, you can turn it into
That's
all.
so green.
Yeah, you can turn it into all different types of desserts.
kinda wanna
You know,
try this.
Ching from the gym
Yeah.
group. She once made me a pandan chiffon cake.
Oh, I bet you loved it.
It was one of the nicest cakes I've ever eaten in my life.
Good cook, old chick.
How do you spell chiffon? I found it. Chiffon it is with a CH. She made me one of
Oh,
these.
yeah.
It
Oh,
looked
yeah.
exactly like that.
Oh, I remember seeing this. I think actually.
Yeah, I've got a photo on my phone somewhere, but
little green
it's
sponge.
really soft. And
Yeah.
really soft and like sweet.
Okay.
It's like a softer version of like Madeira cake, kind of.
Ooh, that's all right.
Like a bit of a fluffier, softer version of that, essentially.
You're a fluffy soft man.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Zap Thai on Ecclesall Road in Sheffield?
No.
Bro,
The one.
let me tell you.
Okay.
You need to go to Zap Thai. You'll have a great time.
Shout
So on Ecclesall Road, they open for lunch and there'll be no one there. Literally, I've been at lunch with Rebecca and there was only us there. At night, it's very busy, and when it's busy, it's just as good because the atmosphere is amazing. It looks like a Thai, like you're on a Thai street outdoors with all the food stalls. Indoors, there's like stuff hanging from the roof, so it looks like you're on a street.
Maybe I have seen this place. Does it have a tuk-tuk in the shop?
No, I don't know.
I'm thinking of something else. Then.
I don't know. I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, go on.
But they've kind of made it to look like you're outdoors, but you're indoors, and it looks.
I like that.
Yeah, it looks like loads of. Yeah,
I'm a big fan of that.
Look at it.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
It looks awesome, doesn't it? But it's not. It's just one restaurant. It's just like that's just how they've made it look. There's not multiple places to eat. It's just one place.
It does have a tuk-tuk.
Does it?
I might know this place. Yeah.
It's about halfway down Ecclesall Road or something like that.
Oh, I know. I'm thinking of one on. No, yeah, Ecclesall Road. Yeah, I think I do.
Oh yeah,
know.
they do have them. I didn't notice.
Look at this.
I didn't notice. Anyway, there, bro, it's amazing. Everything they make is absolutely phenomenal. And they also do pandan pancakes, and it comes as like this little. I ordered 2 of it for myself. This little folded pancake with green like pandan something inside. Ooh. Who knows? It's a pancake folded with soft pandan somethingness inside. Yes, and then vanilla ice cream. Oh. It's too good.
Wow.
It's too good.
I'm glad you've educated me on
Rebecca said, I could probably make this. I said, I could probably marry you. That's what I could do. If you're going to make the pandan dessert, I'll be on one knee.
Well, hey now, I mean, I don't want to be saying too many things on the podcast, but the two of you are seeming very hunky-dory. It's quite a cute little affair you've got going.
Yes, we're having it's not an affair. It's a...
well, that's true.
Depends. I know what definition of the word
Yes,
you're using.
yes.
I was going to say a situation, but that sounds possibly more negative.
Yeah.
No, it's really nice though, thank you.
Good.
Really, really nice.
And on that note, we need to finish.
We do actually, yeah. We've been 45 minutes. We had questions.
We predicted
We've
about
answered none.
20 minutes worth of questions and answerings, and we've done 0.
I found at least 6 questions from the Macros Inc. Facebook group, some of which were actually real good.
Yeah, I've got 2.
Really
which is my
nice.
standard third.
And we did none,
You do.
which is our standard podcast.
get
So
in.
thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to absolutely no information or education today whatsoever.
Yes!
It's just been me and yeah boy.
Yes!
Yes,
It's
dude.
you, boy.
Yeah, just yes, dude. Just
So we're happy about this.
chop it. I don't know what we spoke about. We're just catching up, I guess.
It was a catch-up episode.
It was a catch up for me.
And we've
you,
got
and
John
the
Wickham
listeners.
on next, who's a client of mine and the owner of Parrot Club and Happies down at Neeps and Killamine type.
And he's a
area.
developer on 2 different types of whiskies, isn't he?
Rums.
Rums, is it?
Rums. And he's just cool, man.
Siren and
He's just cool.
O'Hara's.
That's the ones.
Yeah.
So roll on, John.
There's quite a few things I'd like to talk to him about. He's done really well on his weight loss. You've helped him recover from a pec injury.
Yeah, and getting hit by a car, bless him.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and running 2 businesses and all this type of stuff. All right then, anything else? Are we good?
No, bro. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. And thank me. Goodbye.